Hey guys, welcome to SLT Learning. And now in this second practical, we're gonna cover about how to reverse the number, right? So in first practical, we have seen how to reverse the string, right? And in this one, we're gonna see how to reverse the number, right? And again, as reverse string, we have three ways to do this. In number, we also have three ways to do these things, and we can reverse the number. Okay, so first two will be easy. We'll be using the string buffer and string builder. I will showcase to you guys how you can do it easily. The third one using the algorithm, right? So in interview, if they will ask this practical, right? Do not use string buffer or string builder one. Just always use the algorithm one, right? But why I'm covering the all other three things? Maybe you can answer them like in such a way. Yes, to reverse the number, we can do it in a three way, but I would prefer the algorithm one because it will showcase my logical skill set over there. Okay, so let's we jump to the our eclipse and we will go with first two things, string buffer and string builder one. Okay, so as we have covered yesterday about reverse the string practical and we know how we can use this one, so it will be pretty much similar. So I will add another class over here. So I will right click to my package. I will go to new and add a class, and I will just say reverse number practical. Okay, so this is for people who are giving the interview in automation and they're gonna ask you some practicals at junior level or 2 or 3 years of experience. You can ask, and even though if you are learning the automation testing and you want to polish your programming skill, then you can use these particular things. Okay, perfect. So let's we go with the first one, right? So there are a couple of approach to do these things, but before that we can give the input over here, right? We can give the any number over here, or we can also ask user to provide the input. Okay, so we can do these things in a two-way, but let's we do one thing. We can ask the user to give the input and then we're gonna reverse it, or we gonna just give us our static value. Okay, so I'm just give the static value integer number is equal to, and for number you do not require double quotation, so I will just say 5678. Okay, this is my number and I want to reverse it. Okay, I want to reverse it. So what is my expected output should be? It should be 7, sorry, 8765. Okay, so this is my original number and this should be my expected outcome, right? So let's we do one thing, let's we go with our first things. Okay, so the first way of doing this one, we're gonna use the string buffer class. So string buffer class. Now the question may arise, right? It's a string and we are dealing with the integer, we are dealing with the number. So how gonna string buffer class will help us? So over here, what we're gonna do? We're gonna do the casting of string from integer. So when we provide the integer value, we're gonna convert it to the string, and then we're gonna use the same function, reverse method to reverse that particular number. Okay. So for that one, what we can do? String buffer, right? SB is equal to new string buffer. Now the trick will be over here. So if you remember, right, if we are dealing with the string, right, over here, if you see this one, we are dealing with the string, we directly pass the string over here. But over here, what we need to do, as it is a number, it is an integer value, so I will just say string dot, right, string dot, then I will just value of, and you see over here value of boolean character and all those things. I will just say value of integer I want to convert in a string, and if you just click over here and you just pass this number, right, so number automatically take it over here. So if you mouse over, it will give you some more idea, right, what this particular function will do, how it will convert the string and it integer value into the string, and this information you can use this method. Okay, so this is the first way that will also showcase your skill when you perform this practical in your interview. Okay, now I will just simply just say system output, right, and I'm gonna just simply says sb dot reverse. Okay, I'm just gonna print this sb dot reverse. If I right click and go to where, okay, so you see this is my reverse number 8765, right? I can add some string reverse number, and I can just add some space over here, right? So you can clearly says, and I can add plus. So one, it just says, okay. So it just says reverse number will be 8765. So this is the first way, string buffer, right? Now the similar way we have another string builder, right? And this is again I'm saying this is very important questions, interview questions. What is the difference between string buffer and string builder, guys? I have already covered these particular things in my in my videos, right? So if you refer my channel, right, over here you will find the Java programming, QA, interview placement guidance, and in Java programming you will find most of the questions about the Java related interview questions for automation tester. So I will just suggest just go through this one and you will find many important information there. Okay. So string builder. Now we have seen about string buffer. We will see about the string builder. Okay. So they both will work as the same way, but the way of writing it will be a little bit different. So I will just say string builder SPL is equal to new string builder, right? Over here we no need to pass any argument over here, right? Because string builder will work in a different way. I am just commenting this one as a multi-line. I'm commenting, so I will just comment this one, this particular code. Now in a string builder we have one more thing, right, where we can convert the whatever the we have this boolean character or integer value, right? We can convert using the append method, you see. So append method will help us to do the conversion over here, right? So I will just say number, right? So guys understand, this is what we are doing over here, value of, right? And over here we're going to use append method. Okay, and now after that one we can use simple system.out, and I will just say reverse number. Okay, reverse number using a string buffer. I will just say SPL dot reverse, right? So this will give us reverse number for this particular number. So right click, go to and it will gonna give us a reverse number. So far so clear, right? String builder will help us to do this value of, to convert the numbers into the string, and then we can use the reverse method with string buffer. The same way string builder will help us where we gonna use append method to append the string builder the number values, and we gonna do the reverse. Okay, now let me comment this code as well. Okay, now we will talk about the third one, which is really important, right? When you give the interview, this is really important. That it will normally be using the algorithm, right? Now let's we first understand, okay, if this is the value, right, this is the value, and if you want to do, as I told you, right, I normally use the, if you want to use the logic or algorithm, always open a your notepad, or you can use your pen or paper to write the logic. So over here let's suppose my number, right, is 5678, right, and I want the reverse, I want the reverse number. So what would be my thinking, right? I need to first print 8, right? Over here, I want to first print 8, then 7, then 6, then 5, right? How I can get the 8 from this number, guys, right? So for that one, we need to think, right? So we can do one thing. We can use over here, right? The modular operator, which we gonna help us to modular division operator, which gonna help us to bring this value, right? So if you module this particular number, it will give you the 8 as a remaining integer for this particular modular division. Okay, so how we gonna use that one? So let me just show you these things over here. Okay, so the third way, using the algorithm. Now in an algorithm, right, in an algorithm there is many things that we can do, but the few things I will just always help you to have one another integer reverse number, right, reverse number, and I will just say this is 0, right? As in a string, right, we can normally says blank string, like a blank double quote blank, right? But over here reverse number is 0. So this is how we can start our writing the code, right? Over here we cannot use the same way the for loop, right, but we can use the while loop. and I want to show you why we can use the while loop instead of the for loop. Because in a while loop we can iterate till the time the number will become zero, because over here we're going to use the module division operator, right? And for that reason we need that particular things. So I will just say is, first logic, while number is not equal to 0, right? While number is not equal to 0, then perform the action, right? This is the syntax of while loop, guys. If you are not sure, you can just have few practicals about while loop, then you can start using it. So first we're gonna pass the condition, and if the condition will true, then it will go to this particular block of code. Now we're gonna do one thing. So I will just say reverse number is equal to reverse number multiplied by 10, right? Plus the number, the original number, we need to do the modular division, right? So modular division sign by 10, right? So if you see these two things in a different way, I will just say this is the one things and this is the second things, right? So how this gonna be work, we will see one by one. Okay, so first we will see this one and how this gonna affect this one. Okay, so after that what we will have, we need to do one thing, number is equal to number divided by 10, right? So this is another thing, because every iteration we need to remove the last character, and for that one we're going to use this one. Every iteration we need a last character, and for that one we're going to use the modular division, and division we're going to use to remove the last character. How this thing's going to be work, let's we print them out, okay? Because this is the best way to learn. Okay, so I'm just going to do printing. I will just say reverse reverse number, first reverse number value. I'm just gonna print this one. This is my first reverse number value, right? And I'm gonna say and number module remain. What is the number module remain? So I'm gonna say is this one, right? I will just gonna print this one. I will just use this code and I will print this one, right? So try to understand what this is happening. So I'm gonna do this one, right? I'm going to use this one as well. Why? Because see, try to understand. 0 multiplied by 10, it will be always 0. So first will be start with 0, and then this whatever the remaining over here. Right? So this is the first things that we're gonna print over here. Okay. And the third one, we're gonna print, or we're gonna print these things after this one. Right? I will just say is plus new value of number. Value of number, and then this says okay. So this is the new value of number, guys. New value of number, this is how we're gonna see. Sorry, yeah. So everything will be over here, right? So if you go, and what I'm gonna do, I will first gonna run this one, and then I will show you how it's gonna be work. Okay, so I'm gonna right click, I will gonna print this one. Okay, so you see first says reverse number, right? So reverse number will be 8. Why? Because the first value already get over here, the modular it will be 8. So just hold on, if you see this one, so okay, just hold on. Yeah, let me do these things over here as well, before and after we're gonna see. Okay, perfect. Let me run this one again. Okay, so the first original number, reverse number will be 0, and the remaining module will be 8, and the value is original this one. So this is our original value, right? So what will happen after that, the 0 plus 8 is equal to 8, right? That will become the new number, new revision number, right? And then after it will be multiplied by 10, it will become 18, right? So it will become 18 now, and then after 5 6 7 8 we remove the 8 one, because the modular, then we remain 5 6 7, and the new module value will be 7. So 87 18 plus 7 would be 87, so the next revision number will be the 87 for us. Then this is how it's going to be done, and at the end of the day it will give us the reverse number, right? So now if I will print this one, right, if I print this one at the end, at the outside of this loop, reverse number, and if I gonna print this one, you see this is give the reverse number value over here. So whatever it will give, it will take a plus sign and it will take a module and all those things information, and it will give us the value. Now our techniques, let's we take a breakpoint over here, and you will remove these things, right? We're gonna remove these things, this is just for our learning, right? And we're gonna see how it will convert the value. Okay, so I will right click and go debug and run the Java program. And first things what will happen, it will start the debug mode, and if I go to down, just hold on, yeah, and it will showcase the value over here. Just hold on. So if you see over here, it just says the value, right? If you mouse over, it will showcase the value. If you just go and just says watch, and just add the watch over here, yeah, watch, you can also see the values variable over here, right? What will be the value will be stored over here. Then reverse, then again if you go, the number will become, new number will become 56, because it already run the two time. So 56 is not equal to 0, that means it will again go to this loop, right? Then it will just says, just hold on, it will just says number 56, and value will be over here, it will go down, right? So just hold on, there is, I think there is some mistake, let me run it again. Okay, let me debug again. Yeah, so 56, if you mouse over, it just says 876, 876 multiply by 10, and then the last value will be 56. So now what it required, it required to add a number 5 over here to generate the final value, right? Now it says value 5 is not equal to 0, it is going further. Now it just says value 0, 0 is not equal to 0, it will come out, you see, and when it is come out, it will bring the reverse number. So this is how it's gonna print the reverse number over here, guys. So always understand the logic from running the debug mode, running the loop. That will help you to also use the system print, right? Always use system print to print in the console, and you can see the value over there as well. So hope this will help you to understand the logic of reverse string and reverse number practicals. These small things will really help you to boost up the confidence when you try a bigger program, right? So I will suggest always start with the small, try to learn the syntax, try to learn the logic, how to implement the logic, and then bring back that one in your practical exam or in a practical interview. Thank you for watching this video, guys. Thank you very much. If you like this video, please share it with your teams or your colleagues who is learning the Java.